Hello, class. My name is Joe. I'm here to speak about for this assignment from two organizations that I volunteer or freelance for as a photographer on my journey to Southeastern University. Now, before my degree, I didn't have quite as much educational experience or knowledge when it pertains to producing media or even publishing or directing, for that matter. I did volunteer for two organizations. The opportunity arose a few years ago. One of them was a fresh startup in the world of sports entertainment. The other one was kind of a long-established leader who produced worldwide content. Um, they both had similar schedules. The only difference is that one of them was kind of a day-to-day basis. We would travel to nearby cities, and it would be a different environment every time that we would be asked to take pictures or even record talent. Um, the other one stuck to more familiar grounds where they already had their cities that they knew they were going to. It wasn't more of a undertaking an entrepreneur spirit. They were more familiar with the families they had around and the culture that they faced. So it did allow some room for improvement. Not so much spontaneous interactions with everybody, and uh, overall, we were allowed to create freely. So this allowed a certain amount of details to come through in each organization. Um, I want to say during this time, but for the first organization, I had to have a multicultural sensitivity. The second organization, which was the older one, was more mission-minded, um, and the fact that they needed to produce a whole lot of content. Um, the first one, they had their respectable mission that they wanted to follow. However, there were a lot of what was not a melting pot, but a salad mix of culture, and we enjoyed much credibility in celebrating those type of heritages that the talent had. So a lot of the times we were crunching numbers, kind of figuring out how long the content or material should be, what should we allow on the content, and if it needed to be filmed at all. So the first organization, which was the small one, involved a lot of speaking, a lot of talking and conversating about which direction to take. The second one kind of had more of I want to say a freelance spirit, where we were allowed to produce up to a certain amount or a certain degree of media. Um, I guess the difference would have been the size of the budget, or maybe the capacity of the content that needed to be produced based on memories and the type of equipment that we use. One of them did have world-class equipment. The other one was kind of fair in between. And I guess it just affected the quality. I did enjoy both experiences in a good manner. They're fairly efficient with the delivery. And I'm glad that I got to see kind of a startup mindset all the way through the end, where they couldn't quite continue, and then have a larger organization which was more established, or older organization which was more established, and allow more room to kind of create this content on a daily basis. A lot of the scheduling will be separated by days of travel in the first one, and then the other one kind of compact everything together because they could kind of get there more quickly. So it was good nature of work that experience, and also a kind of a riskier environment where you kind of had to allow yourself the personal freedom to kind of go out there and experience it as it is.